Hey, what's going on, everybody?
What up?
Hey, how's everybody doing?
Fine. How you doing?
Doing pretty good.
I'm doing better now.
Good.
Welcome to the MiddlePage Podcast, brought to you by Blast Music 24/7 and Esoteric Entertainment. I'm Sharita C.W. Dela Cruz, and yeah, that's Veep, and that's Martin. I've been off working for 2 days. So I'm excited.
Welcome, Boldly Truth Podcast. Welcome.
I like that title.
No doubt.
Boldly Truth.
We need that.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Okay.
What? But yes, our topic today is sleep hygiene. I think that Martin will be excited about this particular topic. We're going to talk about sleep hygiene and what that means. First of all, the definition of sleep hygiene is regularly getting good sleep and how you go about it. Right? Do we get regularly good sleep, y'all? Do y'all think that y'all sleep well?
This guy does.
This guy does. I should have been a special guest on this topic.
You are ongoing guest. That's why I hit you up. I said, you going to be on tonight? Because we're going to talk about something that you like.
You know what? And I started asking what the show was about. But, hey, thank you for this surprise.
And see, look how excited you are.
That's what's up. Right? My favorite topic of the world of the day.
He said of the world. My favorite topic of the world.
Man, let me tell you. If you don't get good sleep, your body won't function correctly. And I'm a true believer that, because like now that I realize as I have gotten older that I don't like to do too much. I'll do as much as I need to, but having that rest, even when you out socially and you drinking alcohol, I just don't even try to drink a lot because I feel like it's going to interrupt with my sleeping pattern at some point. And I was like, I can't have that happen. Like, I'm telling you, me and my daughters, we went to the movies to see Scream over the weekend. We hung out, chill, we cut up. But I'm telling you, the first thing we talked about is our sleep. Oh, we gotta make sure we get some sleep. So, and working at BMW, the job is already physical. Standing up on your legs, 10 hours, your joints a little tight here and there. But I feel it. I'll be feeling it throughout the day. And I'm like, man, I want to go home and get me some sleep. But then I end up coming home. I have to do stuff. And then I might have to do a video. I don't want to miss something. And I was like, okay. So I time myself. So I try to use 9, 10 o'clock the latest. If I go past 10 and it hits 12, I'm mad because I already know what's going to happen.
It makes for a bad day the next day, right?
I had to go to work. I think Monday. I had to go to work Monday, and I woke up 2 o'clock in the morning, and I was mad.
Been there.
And I was like, no, this is not human. Like, I was like, so I forced myself back to sleep. And 5 o'clock came and I struggled the whole day throughout the day. And I was like, I can't. So I tried to make sure I had my schedule set throughout when I'm at work, I'm setting my schedule for the rest of the evening as it pertains. If I have to stop to the store, I'll go ahead and make that one stop, close off the highway, boom, take care of business, hit back on the highway, go home, depress myself, sit down for a little bit to decompress myself. Then I'll fix what I need to eat. I don't even fix my lunch until that next morning because I have enough time. Then I'll see what I need to do. If I need to watch something or do a show. If I don't have to do a show or do videos, then I'll just sit back and relax through the whole night and just allow time just to tick away until it's time for me to take a shower and go to bed. So that's how I try to keep my routine set that way. Is it easy? No, it's not. But when the weekend comes and I don't have nothing to do, you best believe that's when it all goes down. because I won't go nowhere at my house.
He is not playing.
No, I'm dead serious. I try not to go nowhere. If you call me,
I've done it. I've called him and he don't answer.
If you call me, I'm telling you, I'm gonna shoot you my number. If you call me and you say, "Hey Martin, what you doing?" I'll be like, "Man, I'm laying across the couch."
Sleep. He's always laying down.
I had people from my other shows call me and they be like, "You sound like you asleep." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm about halfway there." They're like, "Well, I wanted to serve you." I said, "No, you don't call now. What you want?"
You better make it worth his while too. He'd be like, "That's all you wanted."
And then I ain't gonna lie to you, not. Sometimes it's not important, and I'll be having this Martin Lawrence look on my face, and I'll be like, "Are you kidding me?" And then I have like, "Oh, I'm not picking up the phone for the rest of that." So I put my phone away from me. I put it right by my computer. I curl up on my couch and I doze off until when I get that sleep in. Then I was like, okay, I might cook a little light dinner or whatever the case might be. But I'm telling you, I don't play when it comes to my sleep. So viewers, if y'all hearing me out, if y'all listen to me out there, trust me, you better get your sleep while you can.
Hey Veep, what you think about sleep? Do you have a routine or?
Well, when it comes to me, because I have a CPAP machine, so I make sure I don't eat after 7 because of acid reflux. So I make sure I don't eat after 7. Let's see what else. Gotta have the fan on. Gotta have it cold.
Oh, I have to have a fan on. My husband hates my guts when it comes to that part. Winters, spring, summer, fall.
Facts. Now I only have a ceiling fan, but I'm thinking of getting an oscillating just to, have that white noise effect. And I gotta have it pitch black. I don't need no lights. I need to have it dark so I can just have no choice but to sleep. But the problem is that 6 hours is my top. I can't seem to break
Me neither, Troy.
But what has started happening though, I got back into the gym. And when I started working out, that's been knocking my AWS out. So I think that's more or less the missing component I needed to keep myself going,
Yeah. For me, I was an insomniac for years simply because of stuff that used to happen when I was a kid and I was always on high alert. As I got older, in between partying, smoking, drinking, working, I slept when I could. I was rather nocturnal for a while. And then when I got into my late 30s, that's when it hit me. I needed sleep for real. And I think I bought my first bed that was conducive to sleep. It's a memory foam bed. In 2017, when I turned 40, I bought this bed. My God. It was a cloud. I still have it. I just don't sleep on it. It's in storage. Because, beds are only supposed to be held for like 8 years, mattresses and whatnot. But I started the fuzzy slippers, the fuzzy socks, pajama pants. Yeah. I literally started doing things that would be conducive to sleep. That's why the sleep hygiene conversation was really important to me, because I am, for one person who did not like sleeping. I literally was afraid to go to sleep at one point, and like you can't die during the daytime or something. It was just really stupid. But we've arrived at a place now. I'm 46 and I love to sleep. I will actually come home, get in the shower, because I'm one of them people, like Grandma said, don't come in here with them street clothes on. I would change my clothes, get in the shower, put my sleep clothes on, and really lay there to relax. I'm one of those people that has to lay there to relax. Aromatherapy helps a lot. Good music helps a lot. It can't be too up tempo because I'll be, and I won't get relaxed. But Yeah, man. Sleep hygiene is very, very important. Obtaining healthy sleep is important for both physical and mental health, improving
Mhm.
productivity and overall quality of life. Everyone from children to older adults like us can benefit from better sleep, and sleep hygiene can play a great part into that. Um, how do you practice good sleep hygiene? It says that good sleep hygiene is all about putting yourself in the best position to sleep. Excuse me. A handful of tips in this area can help you. Setting a sleep schedule. Let's talk about that. Martin started talking about the sleep schedule. Um, the best hours for you to go to sleep are between 9 and 10, you're stating?
For me, because
Mm-hmm.
the way I work and and the time I get off. So I get off at 5:40. So it takes me. I get home roughly about probably about 6:20, close to 6:30 if I'm not making no stops. So I get home. So I have this routine. I come in, put my stuff
Mm-hmm.
down, look around, making sure, see if anything needs to be done. If not, then if I cook, I have leftovers, I pull that out. I take some out and just put it on a plate or a bowl dish, bowl plate, whatever, and put it in the microwave and heat it up. Then I'll go. But if I don't eat right then and there, then I kind of like depress myself a little bit just throughout the whole day for at least 15 to 20 minutes. Because if I sit longer, then I'm gonna get real comfortable, and then I'm not, then
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to, then I won't move until that time for me to go to bed. So I have to have that clock set in my head. Then while I'm depressing, I'm kind of like researching stuff. Say, hey, okay, I don't have to do this. I don't have to do this. Or if I do this tomorrow or whatever, then
Mm-hmm.
then once I finish all of that, then I'll go, warm my food up. I eat, I sit, eat, refresh my body with a tall glass of water, and then I go to the room, turn on the shower, get myself ready, and then for the rest of whatever last little bit hours I have, I relax that whole time until I get ready to go to bed. And if I know I'm tired, real tired, I would turn off everything and go straight to
Mm-hmm.
bed. And then I'll turn on Pandora, listen to whatever music I want to. Probably, and usually it'd be either um, some Christian gospel to help me sleep, or it'd be some soft jazz to help me sleep. And then I'll put it on low, and then I have my main phone charging and have my backup phone playing Pandora, and then I'll drift off to sleep. So that's my routine. You know.
What about you, V? Because I know
Um,
you have an early rise. You have to be up at
yeah.
5:45, 5 o'clock in the morning.
It's 5:45 when I'm working at home, but it's 4:45 when I'm driving to work, which is tomorrow,
Mm-hmm.
Thursday.
You have a
Uh,
long commute?
about 30 minutes because there's
Mhm.
nobody out on the highways, but it's still 30 minutes away from me.
Right, right.
So when it is
Do you,
packed, probably about 40, 45.
do you
But
do bubble baths and stuff, or?
no, I'm a shower dude. I haven't done a bath in a while as far as in the tub, but definitely showers. Um, but yeah, a hot shower before bed definitely is soothing. And
Mm-hmm.
it's funny, I used to have this like energy bath scrub, if you will, that smelt to like alert to like wake you up. So I would never use that at night. I would always use the moisturizer one because it just seems more soft and soothing and whatnot to just try to calm you down. And
Mhm.
like I said, I have quilts on my bed for sure because I like the room cool and then I'm warm under the blankets.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Um, my wind down period starts at 9:30. Usually by 10:30, I'm gone. 11, I'm zombied. So
I
that's usually
understand.
that's usually my steps.
I find it hard to go to sleep, so I have to do things that are conducive to sleep, like getting off my phone or not reading stuff, because I love to just constantly research things. The one of the biggest things I've heard is get off your phone. Me, oh my gosh, especially now. I've changed jobs, and so I have to rock around the clock with it whenever I can get my 8 hours in. But I do need 8 hours now. I used to need 4 or 5. I need 8 now. I prioritize sleep. I'll screen phone calls. I'll put off not procrastinate on conversations, but I'll put off conversations that can be held later, rather than having those long conversations. Somebody, the person you're gonna get on the phone with is gonna be a 2-hour call. Don't have that call right before you go to bed. Especially when they got the juice and it's like, oh girl, girl, and you're like, what girl? And you hype from the conversation. You ain't going to sleep. You think about what old girl talking about and how you can help her, I guess. So, if you know that you're not going to get some sleep after a certain thing, watching a Duke Carolina basketball game or something like that, just try to prepare yourself in a better way to get some sleep. Real quick, let's see. Prioritizing sleep, we spoke about that. Make gradual adjustments. If you want to shift your sleep times, don't try to do it all at once in one fell swoop, because that can throw off your schedule. Adjustments of up to an hour or 2 would be more sufficient, so you won't throw yourself into a tailspin. Don't overdo it with naps. I'm guilty. I'm a culprit. I'm one of those people on a good cold day, as soon as I hit the heat inside the house and sit down,
it's a wrap.
And you didn't accidentally took a power nap. Now that 30-minute nap then gave you 4 hours. That happened to me the other day. Jose, I tell you, I think I worked a mid that day, and so I got off like 10 p.m. Got home like 11:30. As soon as I got out the shower, I laid across the bed, took a nap, woke up at 2. Threw me off, y'all. I was up to 6. Didn't go back to sleep till 10 a.m. Missed my medication. Woke up about 2. It was just a hot mess. And I literally had to put myself in a position to just like stay up for about 12 hours in order to get back on track. It was terrible. Talking about following a nightly routine, for those of us who work overnight, I guess it would be the opposite. Excuse me. So listeners, if you are working third shift, or if you work a swing shift, second to third or something to that effect, you're more than welcome to take these tips. And we are getting these tips from sleepfoundation.org, so you would have the information yourself to go and research as well. Shouts out to sleepfoundation.org. But definitely keep your routine consistent. If you're getting off work at 7 o'clock in the morning or whatever, try to be in bed by 9. If you actually get to like 11 or 12, you're done for.
Yes. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's that 10, 11. I'm telling you, one time it was 12 o'clock for me, and I wanted to fight everybody on the highway and at work. I'm trying to tell you, like.
And when Martin be driving, he listens to any kind of music. That was probably one of those days he was listening to the rock music. And he get out the car swinging.
Boy, do you smell what the boy? Look at him. No, but seriously, it's hard for me to go to bed at 9. I mean, I have to be like really not come through the door, forget everything. Just like it's nothing gonna happen today. That leave me alone type of thing. And it's not going to happen for me. I'm telling you, 10:30, could be like, because I sacrifice Tuesdays because of the show, because that doesn't bother me. So I'm already prepared.
Thank you, Martin. We appreciate you. Losing sleep for this.
Oh, yes. So I'm not going to be cranky tomorrow because I'm already prepared for Tuesday. That's the thing. If you're already prepared for something the day before, then your sleep won't take effect on you. But if you're not prepared and you rush into it, and you're dead tired, sleepy, and you should be getting rest, then you're not gonna be great as performing that task that you need to do, and your sleep is going to take you longer to get into your sleep.
Gotcha. So real quick, there are some daily habits that you can help cultivate sleep before you go to sleep. The way that Veep addressed it, one of these habits is physical exercise. Going to the gym, making sure that you drain yourself. You have a lot of stored up energy, especially if you eat sugars, carbs, things of that nature. These things are stored up in your body, and you definitely have to make sure that you're getting rid of all those things that are going to keep you awake. Get daylight exposure. Vitamin D is very, very important. It can actually encourage quality sleep because sun drains you. We all know that. When we was kids, what we do, run around in the yard, running around in the streets. You know, when we was young, they put us outside the house, and we wasn't coming back into the house until it was time for us to come back into the house. It wasn't no come and play the game. It wasn't come charge that phone. It wasn't nothing. They had us drinking water hose water.
Yeah.
And
you know what I'm saying? So
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I had a flashback. That was PTSD. I was about to go off on a tangent because I was mad they wouldn't let me in the house.
I was about to ad lib in that because
come on, let's go.
You ain't say nothing but a word, boy. You
was in Georgia. My God.
And you know that Georgia heat is not real heat.
It's nothing wrong. It's nothing wrong with heat up here, but down there when you get past
humidity, child, let me tell you boy. You think the devil coming out the ground. Woo. Oh, boy.
I ain't never heard that in my life. You hear that beat? The devil coming out the ground.
Man, I'm telling you, that he be wanting to make you, boy, start swinging, seeing things you ain't supposed to be seeing. I'm trying to tell you, that Georgia heat don't be playing. When they said a monkey on your back, oh yeah, that monkey is slapping your back in your neck. Shoot. And Sarita, I'll tell you, the funny thing is, I lived that what you were saying, how you go outside and your mama and your pop say, don't come back in, and you're tired, you're hungry, then you start getting sleepy all of a sudden, be like,
you might be able to go in and do the number 2. That might be the only reason that you go in the house.
You're like, well, I want to come in because I'm tired, I'm sleepy. Oh, you should have thought about being tired, sleepy when you kept running in and out of the house. So you're gonna stay out of the house until I tell you to come in. Boy, you on the porch, I'm pass out.
On the porch, in that hot chair. Did y'all have the wood? Did y'all have a metal chair that swing like this with the holes in it?
My granddaddy did, but I was never allowed to sit in there because my granddaddy, he didn't play no games in that chair.
You was bad. They called you Spank. What's your nickname? Spanky when you was little?
Yeah, and I lived.
Oh yeah, look. Anybody named Spanky V.
I lived up to it, and I ain't had no potsy other little rascals either. It was just me myself.
He looked like he was a bad kid.
Oh yeah, I was bad. I ain't lie to you. My sister tell you, she's like, that's why you all good now because you was bad. I'm like,
Was you a bad kid, V?
Not that I know of. I was too afraid of getting butt whooping, so I
you probably did everything you're supposed to do.
I think so, because that's when you lose your marbles when you go to college. So everything else was straight and narrow.
Right. Moving along, guys. We'll get lost in the South reminiscing because being middle aged, you certain things you talk about and it'll strike a nerve in you.
Right.
Talk about don't smoke. Nicotine stimulates the body in ways that disrupt sleep, which helps explain why smoking is correlated with numerous sleeping problems like apnea, like insomnia. Reduce alcohol consumption. It might make it easier to fall asleep, but the effects wear off, disrupting sleep later. So if you get drunk, go to sleep. If you get undrunk while you sleep, you might wake up and not be sleepy.
Dang.
All right. Cut down on caffeine in the afternoon and the evenings because it is a stimulant. Caffeine can keep you wired even when you want to rest. So try to avoid it later in the day. And don't dine late. Eating late, especially if it's a big heavy meal or a spicy meal, can mean you're digesting when it's time to go to bed. In general, any food or snack before bed should be on the lighter side, like yogurt or an ice cream sandwich.
She said yogurt. And I was like, okay. This is an ice cream sandwich. You see how that?
I said or.
But do you see how that little evil spirit came out of her? Oh,
you don't understand. I have an addiction to ice cream. Waffles and ice cream. I just crushed. I did do good, y'all. You know the 12-pack. We talked about ice cream sandwiches and ice cream cones.
Yeah.
So I had a box of 12. It's still one left in there. Right now, it's still one left. And I bought them last weekend.
My girl.
All right. I did good.
You did good.
Yeah, you did good. You did really good, Rita.
I did.
Who made those ice cream sandwiches though?
Great value out there in Bentonville. Was it Arkansas?
Yeah, I got some of those too. I haven't eaten it yet.
But it's something about the ice cream that's so creamy. I don't know.
It's
just like their almond milk is so much better than Almond Breeze. You would think that the name brand Almond Breeze milk would be so much better than Great Value almond milk. It is not.
Great Value be doing the best to make it be the top.
It's addicting. It's addicting.
Their almond milk is good.
Well,
we messed around.
As long as you don't touch no honey bun, you good.
Listen, we don't even know. Look, but they ain't got no Great Value honey buns. Ain't nothing touching a Little Debbie honey bun except a tasty cake.
Man,
maybe a Hostess. Maybe the Hostess Frosted. But ain't nothing touching a Little Debbie.
The original Hostess was trumping everything, man.
That's
this Generation Z Hostess maker, nah.
I have a.
You know what killed everything? High fructose corn syrup. When we was young, everything was made of sugar.
Yeah.
High fructose corn syrup ruined everything.
I know.
Like everything. Even the high C. You know, I tried to enjoy a meal like I did one time when I was young. Chicken nuggets and a high C and some fries from McDonald's, right? It ain't the same. It ain't the same.
It don't taste the same.
Nope. I'm gonna tell you. I got a confession.
No.
So, in my cabinet right now, I have a tray of Oreo cookies.
Oof.
Which ones? It's like 9 kinds.
I know, but it's not as the original of the 9.
Okay, just the regular, not the double stuffed or the family triple stuffed.
I double stuffed.
So check this out. One of my coworkers, we was talking about this last week, and they say, "Have you ever had Oreo cookies with sour cream?"
I had to come back on screen for that. What?
You ever had Oreo cookies with sour cream?
No.
So I was skeptical, and I was supposed to do it last week. No. Let me tell you. When I tell you, God is good.
What? Oreos and sour cream? You're a fool.
Girl, when I tell you that thing tastes like
what you do? How was the application? What did you do? You dipped it in the sour cream?
So I got a squeeze bottle of sour cream. So
a dollop of Daisy.
Girl, you better stop playing. You better stop.
Ew.
So I got a plastic cup from Family Dollar, the little dollar tray plastic cups, white ones. So I squeezed some in there. I was not gonna go for the full blast, so I need to get it the blast.
I got it.
So I got one. I got 2 out. So I dip it in there and I tasted it first. I was like, I said I need to open up the cookie a little bit more with the cream so I could get the full flavor. So I turned it just a little bit so the cream could show. And I dipped the second cookie in there. Boy, look at here. Next thing I knew, it was 6 cookies gone. I ate 6 cookies. I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta stop. I'm about to be. So I went back to work and I told Mike, I said, hey Mike, I said, thank you. He said, for what? That concoction. I said, that was the best imitation of a cheesecake in the world. I said,
okay. I can see that.
That sour cream messed with the sweet cream. You will be thinking the sour cream will overpower it.
That's what I was going to ask you next, what that flavor combination was going to sound like. Because all I know is sour cream got the twang. Yeah, and all I can imagine sour cream on is like as Mexican or potatoes.
Once you take the cookie and dip it into there and eat it, all of it rise together. You know, you're going to taste the sour cream first, but once you start, oh my God, I got to stop. Woo.
Okay. Yes, we do. We're about to hit the 30-minute mark. And we're going to go into the Blast Artist of the Week, brought to you by Blast Music 24/7. Take us away, Veep.
Yes, indeed. This is one of our artists all the way from the Ivory Coast in Africa. This is
My
Nini
goodness.
called Totoman. So let's check it out.
Il faut appeler fort. Yebo wala matoto man, hey. Yebo wala matoto man, wala matoto man, hey. Yebo wala matoto man. Planeli no mi dure, wabi yebo oflan. Sida nyeki siya bole, kuna patri nuwe man. Ejian kuna patri numa, ye kuna patri nuwe man. E kuna plane jula, ye penye zindu dudo. Yebo wala matoto man, hey. Yebo wala matoto man, wala matoto man, hey. Yebo wala matoto man. Iskani c'est tout, ida la malin. C'est tout, ida la malin. Iskani c'est tout, ida la malin. C'est tout, ida la malin. Qui tout est qui coach, c'est plus rapide que la poche. Dans le village on l'appelle le Django. Il rend toutes les routes tempo. Totoman n'a pas de préférence. Totoman fait pas de différence. Libre oh, voilà mon Django. Oh, voilà mon Totoman. Ah, voilà mon Django. Oh, voilà mon Totoman. Django qui s'est beau bail. Et y a des brins en bas. Et kaka pote siarelo. Django kaji dolelo. Django si gagne sia ibe. Et bono kagure. Gia fratrana. Gia mijena. Yebo wala matoto man. Hey. Yebo wala matoto man. Wala matoto man. Hey. Yebo wala matoto man. Iskeni mi se tout. Ida la male. C'est tout. Ida la male. Iskeni mi se tout. Ida la male. C'est tout. Toffee. Iskeni mi se Sida mijena. Sida fratrana. Ho. Yebo wala matoto man. Hey. Yebo wala matoto man. Wala matoto man. Hey. Yebo wala matoto man. Iskeni mi se tout. C'est tout man. Iskeni mi se tout man. C'est tout man. Iskeni mi se tout. Ida la male. C'est tout. Ida la male. Iskeni mi se tout. Ida la male. C'est tout. Ida la male. Yebo wala matoto man. Hey. Yebo wala matoto man. Wala matoto man. Hey. Yebo wala matoto man. Yebo wala matoto man. Hey. Yebo wala matoto man. Wala matoto man. Hey. Yebo wala matoto man.
Oh man,
Boy,
I know you like that, Martin.
that's our boy Nini
No, he
Mo
like Caribbean music.
Oh yeah.
with Totoman. So, if you are a artist or even a spoken word poet or you're even an up and coming comedian looking for some exposure, you can go to blastmusic247.com and register for free. That's blastmusic247.com, changing the industry one artist at a time. And
I have a special announcement at the end of the show too. So
Tom?
I'll wait till V finish. Cause I'll tell you after you finish.
Oh,
I'm pretty much done. I was just gonna say that
Oh,
the term Totoman, and I've forgotten what dialect he's speaking, but it basically means player.
mm-hmm.
that's a good dialect. Cause that beat was banging.
That beat was everything. All of it.
I have a special announcement at the end of the show too.
Okay.
It's gonna be exciting.
Okay. So
Sarita like she's looking like spittle out now. Nope.
is it good news or bad news?
Oh, it's gonna be the best news because I think you're gonna love it.
Wonderful. Okay, great. So continuing on, we're going to talk about a little bit more with the sleep hygiene thing. We talked about how to make yourself conducive to sleep, the things that you can do during the day to encourage better sleep at night, and we're going to talk about optimizing your bedroom. Ooh, optimizing your bedroom to be conducive to sleep. A central component of sleep hygiene beyond just habits is your sleep environment. I think Veep spoke on this to fall asleep more easily.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
You want your bedroom to be quiet or tranquil. While what makes a bedroom inviting can be variant from one person to another, 3 tips may make it easy and calm, free of disruptions. 1, have a comfortable mattress and pillow. I talked about that because that memory foam mattress. Shouts out to Future Foam out in High Point, North Carolina. That bed was $800. That thing, boy, my God, it was a really great bed. I tried to do it with the bamboo pillows, but I got an allergic reaction and had a rash on my face, so that didn't really work. But regular pillows do well. Use excellent bedding, threading, the thread count in your sheets. I like jersey sheets. I prefer jersey sheets. Have y'all ever felt jersey sheets before?
No.
I don't know what that is.
Me neither.
Oh, go on Google. Google jersey sheets and then wash them with Downy. You'll thank me. I promise you. Jersey sheets. I just literally took jersey sheets off my bed, but we have a good thread count on these sheets. We got some brand new ones. We try to change our sheets like once a week because your body dander. Your body has dander. It gives off dander. You don't want to have breakouts and things like that. Anyway, set a cool yet comfortable temperature in your room. Like Veep said, the fan going. To me, the fan is a tropical thing. I'm thinking about when I'm hearing the whirring of the fan as I'm sleeping. Yeah. Block out light, having those light blocking curtains, or even just have maybe those little mitts over your eyes. I've seen grown men with these. Over their eyes. You know what I'm saying?
I never tried it.
What?
I never tried like something over my eyes. I guess because the way I sleep, I don't like something over my face. I like to have my face half hidden, not fully covered, because
oh man,
I have this keen sense of alertness. So I have to. It's like everything has to be kind of alert, because like, even though I sleep fast, I can sleep hard if I'm real tired, but I can hear the most sound of a noise, like if a tapping or something thumping, I could definitely wake up. Now I do.
What Carla say? Hold on, what Carla say?
She said, only ceiling fans, and it has to be hot. Ugh.
Listen, I got my little hole. Like if a room, I like a cold room, but I like a lot of covers.
Yes.
And so, if for me, I got this little bitty hole like this. I can breathe through. I'm all warm all over, but then I got this itty bitty hole to breathe through. It's foolishness, but I love it.
She says it's foolish.
Oh, I gotta have. I can let my leg dangle, and that's what kind of keeps me cool when I'm under all day.
Oh, that 1 foot from under the cover thing.
Yes, indeed. Gotta let it.
I gotta have my feet covered. I actually have a blanket. My feet is wrapped in a blanket, and then I have a blanket on top because I have a tendency to have chilly feet now.
Gotcha.
Well, I don't go that extreme but as long as I have a pair of socks on, I'm good.
I can't stand cold feet, so I agree with you.
Yeah, I have my ceiling fan on, but it has to be comfortable because I don't run no air or no heat, whatever. So I keep it just cool enough. Like if the temperature drop, I'll turn the heat just to knock the chill off, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? But then when I go to sleep, I turn my ceiling fan on. I do have my comforter and my sheet, and I'm comfortable. I'm telling you, long as my feet is good, long as my feet is good, I'm straight. Yeah.
What did Carlos say just then, y'all?
She said that one leg out is a must, and I agree with it.
I used to be one leg out, but now I gotta have all my digits wrapped up.
I was gonna tell you, I had purchased a cooling pillow from Amazon, and the texture of it feels ice cold when you touch it. But of course, from your natural body, it warms it up. But man, like my man, I forgot his name that passed away, the sports announcer, cool like the other side of the pillow. When you flip that pillow,
Stuart Scott.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Stuart Scott?
Yeah, Stuart Scott. Yeah. And you flip that pillow and it's just cold. So like normally, because of the size of it, it's really comfortable. So I like to feel that cold onto my chest while I hold it. My body warms it up and I flip it. Ooh. It's just like,
He said, ooh.
He said it like he meant that. He's like, oh,
right.
There's nothing like the cooler side of the pillow, especially on a hot day, and you don't want to move, you don't want to do nothing. The only thing you can do is flip that pillow and get some kind of relief.
Yep. So I'm gonna tell you that was the best purchase right there. That's a great. Yeah, a good pillow is definitely a must. Go ahead.
Real quick, guys. After blackout light and pillows and temperatures, we have drown out the noise. Earplugs can stop noise from keeping you awake. I don't think that life is that serious for me to have earplugs, but some people may have to have that. Try calming scents like lavender or bergamot. We talked about bergamot before. Had you had a chance to try bergamot yet?
Mm-mm.
You hadn't. Okay. Well, like I like coconut scents to put me to sleep. I like tropical things. I'm learning I like tropical things, not necessarily because, I'm from North Carolina, so we ain't got no kind of tropicality about us. But I don't know. I like pineapple-y scents. I have a oil burner. A wax burner with the little wax cubes. Mm-hmm. And the scent that we have currently is pineapple honeysuckle. Amazing. And it's just so warm and inviting. What Carla say? I can't see.
She said, you got it.
Oh, she said her and Pinky slept with the rain on YouTube or the ocean.
That part.
Carla, you hit on something right there because
rain.
I usually do that too. If I don't use no other music, the two music genres that I just mentioned early in the show, I use that ocean thing a little bit, or use something that's kind of like symbolizes it, and just like it's a meditating sleep thing for me, where it's like it allows me to meditate into my sleep to where my body is totally relaxed. So thank you, Carla, for that.
Have you guys ever like slept when the rain and have the window open?
Boy,
what you talking about? Man. What you talking about, man? There's nothing like summer rain like that, because the temperature ain't changed. The rain coming through, the slight thunderstorm. My goodness, you didn't gave us chills.
Don't you know that slight wind and rain breeze coming through the window? Oh my gosh!
I'm getting sleepy just thinking about it.
That smell.
Yes,
that smell.
And
just so clean. Yeah.
Unless you live in New York City, but
that's a whole
unless you live in New York City, because
I have done it. I have done it like literally 2 weeks ago. It was raining and the temperature was just right, so I left my bedroom window up and just allow all that cool. I love. Since I'm from Georgia, down in the country a little bit, my mom used to do it so much when we was little. She'll up the window and let that fresh air come in. So I do it through I can't talk. I do it through my whole entire
You get excited.
I know, right? So I do it through my whole entire house. You know what I'm saying? Like I up all the windows, let that cool breeze flow through. And that really helps me when the weather's like that on the weekends, and I do it like that. I easily could take a nap for about 4 hours. For real. I mean,
but nap shouldn't be that long, Martin, because you won't sleep nighttime.
Trust me, I'm gonna get my sleep at night.
I believe you.
There's nothing in the world gonna stop me from sleeping at night.
There's nothing. He sounds like ain't nothing gonna stop me from my sleep.
Yeah, I love when it's also cold down here in Florida, and I open that window to get that fresh air and feel that cold snap too. Man, that's good stuff.
You might have to bottle that up and send it to me.
And if I do, I'll be a quadrillionaire.
Right?
That'd be crazy. Get some of that fresh Florida crisp. Put it out. Go to sleep. Yeah, man.
I heard Florida was just a nice place to be climatically.
I agree.
I'm gonna tell you that Seattle weather around this time of year is like that. It is
really.
Seattle's like that. Period. It's raining. I mean, I could deal with that. I'm the fool. I'd have galoshes. I'd have multiple pairs of galoshes. I'd be that one. Yeah. I would be that one. Seriously.
That man, look at here. I used to always sleep with the window up throughout the winter time and the summertime because that air, man, it just relaxes you. That mist, it is not really rain. It's just that it's like a rainforest, tropical, mystical rain that excites me so much. And then everything is just still green. That's the thing that I love so much about it because it's like if I could have taken some of that weather to bring it here, man, I'd be perfect. It'll be just not every day, just every other day.
The weather up here, is no bueno right now.
Yeah.
Like it's like 47 degrees and I just heard the wind go woo, like it's cold. It's really cold. And like last week it was 70 degrees, right, Martin?
Yep. I'm going to check the weather right now because this morning I had to run to my car because that wind was blowing so hard. I was like, what is going on out here? I was like, man, it just literally was 80 degrees last week. Now we back. It's 38 right now. And it has
it's 38 where you are right now?
Yeah, it says freezing warning and one more. Freezing warning until 11 a.m. Wow.
Right. Meanwhile, I'm about to call you about your government name. About to do it again. Veep is got on a t-shirt, and he gonna wear a t-shirt to work tomorrow.
Man, no, believe it or not, we actually, and this is the funny part about you Northerners. Not only do y'all ask me and then get mad at me because the weather's nice, but you like to torture yourself and ask me what's the weather gonna be tomorrow. I'm like, you know what the weather gonna be, and you ain't gonna like it. So why you asking? But this is what I deal with. It's actually cooler. The low is 50 and the high is 72. Because I guess it's
see, listen to what he said. Do you hear what he said? Yeah. He said it like he mad. He said it like he mad. The low is 50 and the high 72.
Exactly.
I wish I could see some 72.
I guess it's a cold front coming in. But
yeah. I guess.
Now, during the summertime, I'm not crazy about the heat here because it do get bonkers.
It does get bonkers and it gets very humid. My family's from Thomasville, Georgia, 14 miles from Tallahassee. And so when we go to family reunions, anything down past Valdosta is nothing. It's nothing. You don't even want to drink in that weather. I think that all you can do sometimes is drink and pass out and wake up and drink again.
Man,
sounds about right.
Damn.
Sounds about right.
But man, listen. Is sleep hygiene the same for everyone? It says the basic concept of sleep hygiene that your environment and habits can be optimized for better sleep. Applies to just about everyone, but what ideal sleep hygiene looks like can vary based on the person. It's also important to know that improving sleep hygiene won't always resolve your sleeping problems. You might have something medical going on. So if you have an ongoing issue with sleeping or issues trying to fall asleep, you might want to talk to your primary physician and see if you guys can come up with a plan on how to get things done. Nobody really wants to talk about sleeping pills or anything like that, but you might need a sleep aid. You might actually be having issues like Veep stated about having the CPAP machine. Me personally, I have sleep apnea, but not to the point where I need a CPAP machine. I just need to sleep elevated. And the more weight that I lose, the better my sleeping will get. That's when I first started having problems with sleep related to like actually not breathing in my sleep when I was like 265 or 245. I'm like 219 now. God willing, I can get that 19 off before the end of the summer. There's a lot of us ladies out here trying to break the 200 number, but as I got lighter, the better it got as far as sleep is concerned. So
nice.
Wish everyone well with their sleeping endeavors. Tonight we've talked about the importance of sleep, how to get some sleep, some tips on how to sleep better. In closing, we're gonna go to Veep first because we're gonna let Martin close us out about the sleep thing because he know what he know. But any other things that you could actually tell the people that might be able to help them sleep better? Because we represent 3 different sections of the population of middle-aged people. Well, and so what works for the people that might sleep better like me
well,
might not work. Might not work. Wait a minute. No, not you.
Oh, okay.
we're gonna let Veep go and you gonna go last.
Okay.
Because we're gonna let you close us out because you're the sleep expert.
Yeah. To everyone, they have their own way of comfort, especially when they're in the bed. Like, those what was that thing called? Basically you put essential oils into it, a diffuser. There we go. Some of those diffusers will do like different kind of lights and stuff. To some people that's common. Like I said, calming. For me, I like it pitch black. I don't want no lights. I want it dark. But that's just what's comfortable for me. So you gotta find what your niche is. Some say socks, some say no socks, some say feet out, some say feet bundled up. It's just like your steak. Some like it rare, some like it well done. I mean, everyone has their own preference. So you got to find out what works best for you.
I like that.
Then be extreme about it. So, okay, I like socks on my feet. All right, get you the most comfortable socks. There are plenty of super soft socks that you put on there. That's going to make you even calmer, et cetera, et cetera. So, if a fragrance is going to help, like I said, there's plenty of essential oils to help you with sleeping, like lavender and so on. Take advantage of those. Lights, no lights, take advantage of that. Now, for me, I do have the blackout curtains. Gotta have that in Florida because that sun be talking about, hello, what's up? And it'll be way early to greet him. So, yep, bam, have that there, keep it dark. So that's pretty much it. Just, be intentional about what you want so that you sleep good.
I agree.
And Martin.
I agree. I mean, the one thing that I think is very, very important, very, very important is don't try to eat before bed.
Facts.
I think eating does interrupt because you will have a tight tummy, an aching tummy. You won't get comfortable because Vita just touched on it. You have to be comfortable. If you're trying to be comfortable, some people like drinking warm milk before bed. Some people like drinking warm tea before bed. Some people like taking a drink before bed. A glass of wine, a glass of wine. I mean, there's a number of ways, like Sharita just mentioned, like, taking some kind of sleep aid. whatever it is that you trying to do to get your body more rest, you know, whether if it's cutting down some of your activities, cutting down your workload, you know, not overworking yourself. Those are the things that you could balance your body up, because as we get older, our body is going to tire itself down. It's going to tap itself out without us trying to tap it out. So when your body starts speaking to you and saying, hey, I need a break, listen to your body. Facts. Even if you have to sit down, lean back, you know, not touching your phone, because touching your phone, doing other activity is not allowing your body to completely rest. You gotta discipline. That's the number one key is discipline. You gotta be disciplined in order for your body to get the essential proper rest that it needs. So for me, as we have talked on this show many, many times, I'm a person, I advocate getting your rest properly. You know, hey, I sleep. I love my sleep, and I'm not ashamed of it, because I am older and I know what's important. You know, eating, having a balanced meal, having great exercise, you know, when you can, and making sure you get the proper rest. So those are the things that can help your body continue to last longer and not feeling so worn and, you know, and drained. Because you know, if you get great sleep, your mind functions better.
Sure does.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So with that said, thank you so much, gentlemen, to Veep and to Martin, for helping me guide us through the journey of sleep hygiene on the MiddlePage Podcast. I want to talk real quick about this hat that I'm wearing. It's the V Foundation. We're old enough to know who Jimmy V was. He was a great sportscaster. He initially was a basketball player. He played for Rutgers. He coached for Rutgers, and he ended up at NC State. I think that's the last coaching position that he held before he passed from cancer. And so this foundation raises money and awareness for cancer on his behalf. And like I said, the V organization is www.v.org. You can look it up and see more about it. And if you want to become a part of it, they have different walks throughout the year. They have different fundraisers throughout the year. I have a number of friends, my goodness, a number of friends parents who have cancer, who have had cancer. I know people that have passed from cancer. And it's the second leading cause of death in the United States at this point. And so it's really important for us to support our friends, family, and loved ones in this challenge, right? The MiddlePage Podcast is dedicated to learning more about wellness, health, relationships, self-care, and food in middle age. And so bringing awareness to all of those things, you know, we bring awareness to the things that are near and dear to us. And this is one of the foundations that I really support. With that said, oh my God, I think we're going to finish if I stop talking in an hour right here on the MiddlePage Podcast. Join us next week. We're going to be in the house talking about something else that's relevant to middle-aged folks. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure that you subscribe and stay subscribed to us on Blast Music 24/7. Find the MiddlePage Podcast on Instagram at info.middlepage on Instagram. I'm sure to see W. Dela Cruz. Good night.
Good night, y'all.